Alright, parents and students who are tuning in, hopefully this will work out. We're trying to get a YouTube page going to help out people that are needing some help on homework, or maybe just a little bit of extra practice at home so that parents can go over some problems with their kids. And also this can actually act as a kind of a refresher for parents. I know it's been a long time since the 4th grade for a lot of us. What we're doing now is I'm going to look at number 3 here. We're multiplying 532 times 6. And most of us know that standard algorithm where you just put the biggest number on top, multiply it times 6, and we multiply everything on top times that 6. So we would do the 6 times 2 equals 12, drop the 2 down, carry the 1. 6 times 3 is going to be 18, plus the 1 is 19, drop my 9, carry the 1 to the 5, the hundreds place. And then finally 6 times 5 equals 30, plus the 1 would be 31. So our answer is 3,192. And that's perfect, and if your child's having no trouble doing it that way, I really don't care how they do it as long as they can get the correct answer. But what the book is showing us now is the distributive property. Basically, you can break apart that 532 into smaller, more manageable multiplication problems. And so that's what I'm going to show you now. What they did here is they take this 6, and we're going to multiply it times first just that hundreds place. So we have a 5 in the hundreds place. So it's going to be 6 times 500 is going to be our first problem. Then we're going to do 6 times the next place value, which is that 3. And the 3 is in the tens place. So we have 3 tens. That would be 6 times 30. And then we're going to take that last digit here, the 2, which is in the ones place. So that will be 6 times 2 ones. And what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 different products or partial products, part of the answer, and when we can put those all back together, we'll have the answer for 6 times 532, which hopefully should come out to that 3,192 that we already worked out. The way the kids have been doing this, we know if when we multiply we end with zeros like this, what we're going to do is we're just going to take our zeros along for the ride. We know we're going to keep those 2 zeros, so all the kids have to do is the 6 times 5, and 6 times 5 equals 30. So now we know our answer is going to be over 3,000, which is nice, and it's kind of keeping in tune with this one over here. The next one's going to be 6 times 30. I'm going to keep that 1 0 because it goes along for the ride. And all I really have to worry about is 6 times 3, which is 18. Next and finally will be the 6 times 2, the 6 times the ones place. 6 times 2 is 12. And if you notice when I wrote these answers down to the multiplication problems, I went ahead and lined up your places, your ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. And the reason being is we're about to put all this back together. I'm going to add those 3 partial products together, and that's going to give us 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2. Our 8 plus 1 plus 0 will give us 9. Here in the hundreds place, 0 plus 1 is 1. And then finally that 3 plus nothing is 3. And you can look right here, our 3,192 matches the 3,192. Now, this way here, the standard algorithm, most of you probably learned, I am totally fine with them doing that. This is just another method. I know a couple of people in the class love just working out like this, but that doesn't mean they might not hit a problem one day where it requires them to break it apart. The kids love this because it gives them the zeros at the end of the place values, and they love that because basically you have these small facts like 6 times 5, 6 times 3, and 6 times 2. And I think it's a little less intimidating to work with 6 times 5 instead of that 6 times 532. Even though if you know your facts, both ways are going to get you to the same answer. I'm going to do one more just to kind of quickly make sure everybody's got it. Right here we have 5 times 923. So what I'm going to do is I know I'm going to have 5 times the hundreds place, 5 times the tens place, and then 5 times the ones place. My hundreds place is the 9, so that's 900. The tens place is a 2, so that's going to be 20. And the ones place is a 3, so that's 5 times 3. That's going to give me my 3 partial products separately. Put them back together and you'll have your total product. 5 times 9 is 45. The 2 zeros go for the ride. 5 times 20 is 10. The 1 0 goes for the ride. And then finally 5 times 3 is 15. And if you notice again, they are all lined up, ready to go. A lot of people would have to rewrite them if they didn't line them up now, so it's just kind of keeping you ahead of the game here. 0 plus 0 plus 5 is going to be 5 in the ones place. 0 plus 1 is a 1 in the tens place. 5 plus 1 is a 6 in the hundreds place. And 4 plus nothing is a 4 in the thousands place, for 4,615 being our answer. And I need to go back on this one and write my answer back down. I fuss at the kids for not doing that. So there you go. And just to double check myself, this is the way I typically like to do it, but I'm just going to go back and just double check I did it right. 5 times 3 here is 15. 5 down, carry the 1. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. And then 5 times 9 is 45, plus 1 is 46. And as you can see there, we matched up. So both ways are fine with me. I'm going to show the kids as many different ways as I can, and then I'm going to let them pick what they like the best. I don't care how they get there as long as they can get there. So if you have any questions about this, you can go ahead and email me or give me a call, and we'll just kind of work through a problem together to make sure you guys have it. But once again, this is multiplying when we use the expanded form, when we take a number and we break it apart into all its individual place values. And like I said, we love that because it gives you all the zeros. Hope this helped you guys. If you need me, give me a call. Guys, say goodbye to your parents.